Hi guys, welcome to the stream tonight as with the 737-900, and we're going to see if we can land it nice and smooth down on runway 09 at London City Airport. Going to be taking the Match 3 Yankee, and we'll be coming in on the odd leg arrival. We'll transition off and be at 2,000 feet to intercept the ILS and then come down onto runway 09. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and now we can get into the cockpit and start the aircraft up ready for our departure. So now we're in the 737-900, so if we go on our overhead, we've got our standby power which is on and guarded. Battery is on with the ground power. We've got our battery and the ground power DCs. After that we'll go overhead, we've got the IRSs which are now aligned, and we can get everything all going. Turn on our emergency lights, we can get our chimes on. Going for flight level of 11,000. Quick and simple. As we leave the runway, we'll be leaving runway 25, so we'll be leaving out on the 255 and coming in for London City. Elevation is 17, so we'll just leave that at that, which is all good. So we'll get the one pump in as the IRS is aligned, so we can start the APU quite quickly, and we'll get our window heats etc. on as we'll be going around the next 5 minutes. Get our packs on with the trimmer, now we get the APU bleed on ready to go, put our anti-collisions on, and now we'll go into the FMC. We'll get our panel lights all illuminated if we can get them to work. There we go. Go overhead, get our panels on like so, and we'll go get our radio floods on too, which are just here. Okay, so set that up on the views, as I haven't used this one too tough. There we go. So set the views up. So we're going to the FMC now, get the IRS aligned and get everything all set ready for us to go. So Echo Golf Golf Whiskey is going to be the IRS. We'll go in and set the route. We're going for Echo Golf Lima Charlie. On our departure, we'll be departing runway 25 for the Match 3 Yankee. Now, as you can see on the arrival charts, we are going to come from Jacko and then make our way around and back in. So Jacko is max 210 and 9,000. So yeah, we can. The flight plan did say 9,000 feet. We took it to 11. So what we'll do is we'll keep it at 11 and then go from there. So on our route, we're going to take the Match 3 to Match, and then we're going to go direct to Jacko. And then, okay, so if we go to our arrival now, we are going to be going straight from Jacko. We're going to take the ILS runway 09. We're going to transition for the odd leg 1 Juliet arrival, and if we zoom out there, we can see that once we leave, we'll go to Jacko and then we'll make our way all the way to the odd leg arrival, which we can see. So if we get our plan and we go down, can see that there is where we will make that left turn from the right and then take that right turn in. So we can set that all in and say that's good to go. Go in and get our perf now. So if we go in and get our weights, so zero fuel is 60.5, 5.6 is our planned fuel. Reserves of 1, we've got a cost index of 80, and we're going for flight level 9,000. After that we'll go get our ISA as well. For the runway 9,000 is -2, which should give us our winds of 206, 017. Go onto our N1 limit, take full takeoff, can take climb, we'll take climb 1, and we'll go for flaps 5, 137, 139 and 1484 V2. So put 148 plus 15 be 163. Okay, which is set. Get the flight directors on. We'll be leaving the runway heading from runway 25, which will be the 255, which is practically all set up. 255 and 255. Coming out on the departure, we've got Brookman's Park, which is the 117. Decimal 5. Okay, so we've got Brookman's Park there just as a reference. We'll see there we'll go on to the 082 after we hit the 103. After out on our SID, which is all good. So we're all set really to go. We'll go grab the ATIS quick and we'll get our centre of gravity as well. So let's go get everything from here. So 24.1, which gives us a 4.84 on the trim. Okay, his runway's a little bit bumpy. Get our winds and everything. So Echo Golf Whiskey Whiskey. Whoops. Golf Whiskey. There we go. Put that in. We'll wait for that to come back. And now we'll get the tug ready to come.
Tow is driving up.
Okay, so we'll get the ATIS now. We've got 18005 for our wind, so we will be going from runway 25. QNH is 1024, which is set. Okay, 1024, auto brake and go to RTO. We can now switch over the buses. We can tell ground and everyone to now go. Shut the doors and we get our pumps on. Turn on the yaw dampers. Our electrics can also go on now, and we'll get our...
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Strobes can go on to steady for our position. So, let's get ready to take the aircraft out for a spin and see how she goes. For flaps 5, which will take as we're getting lifted up now, ready to go.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake released.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Okay, so we'll turn off our packs now and we'll go for engine number 2. So as you can see, there's a start valve. N2 is increasing. Oil pressure will come and then we'll let fuel in at 25%. We'll then let the fuel run in and then our EGT will rise, telling us that we are all good to go. So that will let fuel in. When we leave for Brookman's Park, we head into match on the 083. Okay, which is set. Okay, so we go to engine number 1. Okay, so engine number 1 now has come over, so we'll switch over the buses, go to the Gen 1, put our packs back on, the isolation valve to auto, the APU bleed and APU can go off, set our parking brake so we can get out.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Okay, so he's going to disconnect the tow, then we'll turn on our taxi lights, then we can taxi on out. And as we can see on the charts, we're basically going to taxi down Bravo, take a left on Alpha, and then back taxi 25, and we'll get out onto the 255. So we'll arm the auto throttle now. And we might as well arm the LNAV. And we're going up for a 9000, which is set. Okay, so VNAV won't activate for about 5 or 10 degrees from runway heading.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, so he's all ready to go, so we'll drop our flaps 5 and we'll also do the we'll do a passenger flight of this flight as well, so you guys can see inside too. So, I'm going to release the brakes, auto brake is RTO, and now we can taxi on to Bravo. We are using the 4K model of the 900 as well. So we taxi on down Bravo now. And when we line up, we'll then put our taxi lights on. Okay. So we can now turn on our taxi lights and tell the cabin to get prepared. So Bravo 8, we're going to turn a left onto Alpha. Okay, so here's our left. Okay, so we're turning to Alpha now. One thing I do need to change is the yaw for the rudder. Once we line up, we'll sort that out. So what we can do is we can set the yaw quick. There we go. Now I have full control of the rudder. so we're coming up now to the hold. Okay, so we'll turn on our strobes. Runway taps can go on, we'll turn our taxis off, put our strobes on.
Flight decks, please be seated for departure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Tailback taxi now. We'll say that we've already been cleared for takeoff. So here we are now, runway 26. So just go in and check the perf quick. There we go, let's execute that so then we can get the LNAV on, which is all set. So we're all good to go, get the TCAS on. And we'll get on everything set. So can do now is we will power up to 45%, brake released, and so go. Airspeed live.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
$400.
Check. There, we just lift our climb up just a little. As we're going to go to climb 1 in just a sec. So we'll go to our left turn now.
1,000.
Which is checked. And we just lower our bank. Go into that left turn now. Go to flaps 1. As we just start to lift up a little. Okay, go just a little further in to that left turn. And flaps can go up now. Turn our auto brake, which is off, and we can also get our gear to go off as well. So we'll go up for around 240. Okay, which is set. As we climb on out, we'll stay now until we head down onto that left turn, which is going to be the 10. Let's just have a look. So as we come out, we'll go on to the 091. We got left turn now. So make that left turn around. You can now engage the autopilot. Okay, as we go through, say we've been cleared up, so we'll go to level change. It's 220. Then we'll take that up to 9,000 feet. So taking on to the 096, where we'll then go up to now 103, a bit 4,000, but we'll get up to 9,000. So we're not hanging about, so we include straight up. Here's Brooklands Park. We're then going to head all the way up to 8,000 feet now. Auto brake is off. We can have a look at our config. So after takeoff, air conditioning and pressurization. So we'll put our start switches to continuous, which is checked. Pressurization has been checked. Engine start switches are continuous. Landing gear is up and off, which is set. Got auto brake, which is off as well. Flaps up and no lights, which we've got as well, which is checked. And after that, altimeters are set to standard 8,000, 9,000 now. So stay at 250. What we'll do is we'll tell the FMC that we are going to go to 120. That way we can then go up, which is set. There's our target. We'll go to altitude, intervene, and now we'll go up to 12,000, where we can then start to speed up a little bit more. So just to get a little increase once the aircraft lifts. That'll take us back down to 250. Then we'll go to a cruise. So once we get to 25, there's 10,000. We'll take the landing lights off, runway turn-offs can go off, and I will take the fasten seatbelts to auto.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign is on. Please remain seated. When the captain turns the sign off, you'll be able to move about the cabin. When you are in your seat, please keep your seatbelt fastened in the event of unexpected turbulence. Please be careful when opening the overhead compartment. We ask that you use the lavatories located in your cabin, and please don't stand near the lavatories in the galley. You may now use all approved personal electronic devices. For everyone's safety, please make sure your personal belongings are clear of the aisle. We're pleased to offer personal device entertainment on our United
Go to Gap G for 6,000. We'll go to ATPEV. At ATPEV we've got, just have a look, ATPEV will be for 4,008. So if we go to Gap G, we can basically set things out nice as we come around the bend. Okay, so we'll get Gap G in, go straight to there. Okay, altitude constraint, which is fine. So we're going to now turn on to the direct to Gap Z, where we'll then come back round on our descent, as we're now going to start to come down. So we can tell the FMC now 240. Okay, we'll open up speed brakes. to try the arrival, so it should be quite fun. As we now come down for 6,000, we need to set the ILS at 2,000 feet, so on for our descent. Pressurization and landing altitude is all set and configured. We're going to get our minimums as well. From there, anti-ice is on, approach briefing and fuel. So for the approach, we are going to be coming down to the odd leg transition at 2000, which will be the odd leg 1 Golf that we're taking, which would have been from Jacko, but we've basically intervened now and gone to Gap D for 6,000 feet. We'll be at Lucy for 4,000, where we'll then take 3 down to 2 for odd leg on to 185 max knots. So as we start preparing the aircraft to come down to land, we can go in and get everything sorted. So landing lights can go on and seatbelts can go on as well. Auto brake max. Going to get our ILS.
Sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
So we've got 11115, 18 DME, heading out of the airport as we come in. Got auto brake max, and our heading is going to be 093, which is set. Passing through 9,000 feet now. Okay, so passing through 240 knots. Coming down through 9,000 now as we go to 6. So what we can do now is we'll start slowing the aircraft up, as we are going to be for gaps any moment. Okay, so passing through 8,005, and we're all set to come in 6,000 for Gapsy. So from Gabsy we'll take that right turn, which will backtrack us onto the 273. So currently on the 135. The ILS will kick back in once we get closer. We'll get the ATIS now, so we can see what's going on down in London City. To come back. Passing through 7,002 now. And on our speed restrictions, 240 all the way to Oswell, which is fine. Goes to 273. Okay, there's the 80s, 1025. Okay, which is set. So 25. Open speed brakes. Okay, 6,002. Aircraft will level off now. We'll go to 273. Come around the bend instead of 240. So now we're going to backtrack 273 to ATPEV. As we come inbound now, speed restrictions 240. You can see us now on the start. We'll track back into ATPEV, and then we'll take that left turn onto 240, then a 273 to Todby for 2000. Coming in now to London. There's top descent. Now we get to ADBEV. 4,000 feet. Okay, so we'll start sending the aircraft down manually. Passing through 5006. So for our approach checklist, we've got our speed brake, which is armed. We've got the auto brake, which is max. Our QNH is 1025. Now we're going to head down onto the 240 from ATBEV, and then we'll stay on track. So 273, then a 240, then back to the 275 as we now make our way down into London City Airport. Should fly right over the airport as we come in. So passing 5,000 now. There's the top of descent. Let's see what the VNAV will do. VNAV passing 240. So let the VNAV now carry us down. So we've got 9 knot winds. Let's see, 21005. Now we're deliberately taking 09 so we come straight over the airport. Okay, so coming down through 3. Let the VNAV slow in, so 3,000 feet now is where we'll come. What's left for 3,000. Now we're going to the 275. And we're going to need to slow down for 210. There's our flaps up speed. Coming down for 210 below. And everything's all set here. So we'll hold 3,000, we'll then come down for 2. So we're going to the 275 now. Okay, so we're currently holding at 3,000 feet on our way to Odd Leg. where the transition, and then we'll come in at 2,000 feet to intercept for the ILS. Got 9 knots winds, which will be a tailwind for us, and we'll come in for 140 at 141. We'll get the glide path up for the arrival. We can see that our speed's 140, so we're coming down 1,365 feet per minute. As we come down, stay at 3,000 feet. So we're going to now start coming down to 2,000 feet, and on our restrictions 185, so
2,500.
down to flaps 1. Max is 185 on the right turn. Currently now we'll be on the 275 as we get ready to come in onto the 093. So speed brakes are armed, slowly slowing down now. It gets to come in just a little bit more slower. So 185, and then that's flaps 2. So we're all set, auto braking's max. We've got our ILS frequency, which is the 111.50, which is set. We've got the ILS which is established, and we're currently now just running parallel to the runway for 2,000 feet. Max on the right turn, as we can see before we quickly do it, is a 185 max at odd leg for 2,000, where we'll intercept the localizer and then bring her down. Okay, so I'm going to drop down to a flaps 5, just give us some space when we turn, and we've got our bank which is max. It 1,300 feet. It is for 140, so it'll be a little greater than that when we do go in. So we'll take her down now onto for the 093, as we are going to backtrack it anyway. Localizer is armed, we'll just wait for it to go over onto the left and we can make that right turn. Okay, so we're going to that right turn now. Wait for the localizer to come over onto the left side. Then we'll hit it in. So there's a localizer over on the left, we'll be our lock-in. So as you see the airport inside, we're going down to flaps 15, gear down, and then we'll unlock the gear. Okay, there's localizer, airport in sight. So flaps 15, gear down. So switch off the auto throttle and we'll disengage the autopilot. We go, so now I have control. And as we come down, we'll level off. And wait for the glide slope. And flaps 30. And there's a glide slope coming in now. So we'll go down. There we go, that's flaps 40. Speed brake is armed. Okay, we'll check the recall as well, which is fine.
Don't sink.
Okay, there's one
Don't
red.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Okay, keep it stable.
$500. $400.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
$300.
We go.
Think rate. Pull up. Think rate.
$200.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
$100.
Think rate. Think rate. Light
50.
slow.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, speed brakes are up. And reversers are active.
80 knots.
Check. Disarm the brakes. And the reversers back in. Okay, and there we are, down in London City. So we'll quickly turn around as we do. So we'll let the speed brakes back in. Now flaps up too. Keep our strobes on, etc. And once we get onto the runway, we'll turn on the APU, get that all started up, ready for us to go. Now we'll taxi on down to the end of the runway. Then we'll just come off. So power on up. Now what we can do now, guys, is as we power on down, can get the APU started, which is all set. Okay, so we taxi on down to the end as we've got the charts here as well. And we're going to basically come down onto the Bravo. So we'll go to our landing cinematics, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all in just a sec when we taxi to the gate. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. we are, guys, down in London City for the flight of the night. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all next for the next flight on the channel. So take care for now. Bye bye.